All right, what's up, everybody? We are live on location today here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine in Auburn, Alabama. One of our favorite places, Faith. We talk about it all the time, and we're here today, and we've been looking forward to this for a long time, and excited to have PepperTree as our post-game sponsor this year. So we will definitely be looking forward to maybe a jubilant post-game show coming up here in a few days.
I hope so. Hopefully after a good performance from Auburn. We'll see, though.
Yeah, we definitely will see. We were at practice earlier. Didn't get to see a lot. So we will we'll talk about that here in a little bit. We've got some really good guests on today here on the show. Auburn golfer Caden Pope, who's right here, and you can't see him yet. He'll be over here with us here in just a little bit. But Caden graciously agreed to come on. Coach Corey Williams with Auburn basketball will be here. You'll get to sit down and join him a little bit later in the show. So we're excited to have two really, really good guests on the program with us today. And, of course, we'll continue to take your predictions for the game coming up on Friday. Yeah, it is Friday. It's kind of hard to get used to that. Our week's all kind of screwed up. We got high school on Thursday. We got college on Friday. So we're excited about it. And it makes our week shorter, but it makes it more exciting, too.
Yeah, it's making me confused. So shorter, longer. I
could tell you're trying to figure out what you were going to say right there.
Because I don't even know what day. I didn't even know what day today was.
Yeah, and obviously I didn't either last night. So I didn't. I just I don't even want to go into that. But anyway, we're going to try to keep it on the rails. But yeah, some things that we got. Even though it was a short, brief window, some things to talk about. Yep.
I was going to say before, we just got a lot of different gift certificates and gift cards and everything from PepperTree for the whoever gets the prediction the closest.
How about that?
So that'll be in.
These things just keep going and going and going. I mean, look at this.
Look at some of this. Some of it's like a fillet.
There's 2 prime bone-in pork chops.
2 8-ounce fillets.
All right, I'm taking that one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I want to get the closest prediction.
2.
There's 2 8-ounce.
All right, now don't be hiding that stuff
I'm
over
not. The same.
So, all right, so we got some really, really good stuff for everybody out there.
And hopefully we're going to work on getting a code again.
Yes, definitely want a code in the cash register. So when you go in to Montgomery or Auburn and you tell them Auburn Blitz, you get, last time it was 5% off, wasn't it?
I think $5.
Or $5 off, that's what it was. So, yeah, I mean, we don't know what that'll be yet. We're going to talk to Kathy about that. And so the one thing that you do know for certain is you got to come to PepperTree Steaks and Wine to take advantage of all this good food, good wine, all that stuff. We'll be ready to go here for TV here in just a second. All right, everybody, 30 seconds. We'll be live for TV around the state. What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Auburn Blitz, brought to you by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and
Cincy Green for air that's cool and clean. Call on Cincy Green.
The only thing that makes Faith smile more than doing the Cincy Green commercials being in PepperTree Steaks and Wine. So she should be smiling the entire show today, and you should have good smiles as well, because if you walk in here, you can't help but smile.
It smells so good in here. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, exactly. So we got some napkins over here for drool later, because everything back here just smells great. But make sure you come check out PepperTree Steaks and Wine in Auburn or in Montgomery. Proud partners with us for a couple of years now, and now sponsoring our post-game show. each and every week after Auburn football. So we'll be at Baylor. Hopefully, there's going to be a lot of positive comments over here on this right side after that game. If not, we'll be here for the other side too. I mean, it's win or lose, and hopefully a lot more winning. We'll be with you every week or every Friday or Saturday, obviously, after the game. So looking forward to that. But Faith at practice today had a very small window of time that we were able to see some things before they pushed us out. But scout team work on both offense and defense. We're able to see that. And again, just kind of going through maybe the next couple of days before you travel. Auburn travels on Thursday, so in 2 days. So just walking through some things, just kind of refreshing, especially for the defensive side, the formations Baylor lines up in, the motion, who's got who, how you disguise, all that kind of stuff. We got to see that. And then we got to see a little bit of red zone offense work against a scout team Baylor look.
Yeah, a little bit. And then we got to see some reps from the quarterbacks. Nothing with the receivers, though. And, I mean, they all looked pretty good.
Right.
Hopefully, again, just something with the confidence. And, when there's nobody on Jackson Arnold, you see that confidence that he has. But hopefully once the pressure's on him.
Did get to see Deuce out there a little bit as well.
Good.
Yeah, he did. Obviously, the most, I guess, informational thing we can deliver. We did a post-practice video that was about 3 minutes long that you pushed out a few minutes ago. Eric Singleton still with a heavily wrapped leg. So he was out there, though. He was going through things. Did he look a little bit hampered by that? Yeah, he did. He's not full speed right now. So how will that limit him in the game on Friday? We'll see. If you look at the depth chart here, Malcolm Simmons is his backup in that H position. So, again, we haven't really seen Eric Singleton in competition at Auburn yet, but we have seen Malcolm Simmons, and we know what he's going to bring to the table. I don't feel bad about that at all with Malcolm. If Malcolm's getting the start at that H wide receiver slot, I feel really good about it.
Another thing was we did see Alex McPherson kick about a 50-yard field goal.
Which was great.
Yeah, and it was good. After hearing an update on his health yesterday, everyone's a little worried and scattered on that. But in Towns Magoo had one beyond 50.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's been something last year that really
it cost us probably 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, altered the season. So hopefully, prayers with him in his health.
Yeah, and he had been doing so well coming out of spring and getting stronger, and maybe a little bit of a setback here. Hopefully it's not too serious for him. But like Faith said, just thoughts and prayers with him as, obviously he wants to play the game of football, but there's a lot more obviously serious things that are more important for him right now to be looking at. But, we'll continue to take your predictions, get your predictions in. Tiebreaker is passing yards for Jackson Arnold, and boy, do we have a lot of gift cards and gift certificates for you from PepperTree Steaks and Wine as part of some things that you'll win if you happen to get the right prediction. So make sure you get that in. We got some great guests today here on the show with us. We have AU golfer Caden Pope with us. He'll join me here in just a little bit in the next segment. And we got basketball assistant coach Corey Williams here, be his first time jumping on, and he'll be with you a little bit later on in the show. So looking forward to that. Appreciate PepperTree Steaks and Wine so much for allowing us to come out here and talk about this game coming up. Wanted to be here the week prior to the first game to talk about this Baylor team. And look, you and I yesterday talked about it, and I've had some people text me yesterday off of our conversation. This secondary for Baylor against this wide receiver group, with or without Eric Singleton, is going to be the matchup to watch, because last year, pretty much all of these guys are the ones that Baylor had in that secondary that got torched. I'm not saying they're going to get torched this year, but they gave up a ton of points last year on defense, and they gave up a lot of yards through the air. That's the matchup everybody's watching. That's all the hype has been for Auburn is the receiver room. Now can this Baylor secondary match up with them. And Coach Aranda said it yesterday at his pregame press conference. He said, hey, we got to get it done up front on the defensive line to give our guys some help on the backside. He's like, if they're up there running RPO, we're getting no pressure. They're controlling the line of scrimmage and they're running the football at will. He said, man, we have no control on how this game goes. So I think you could tell there's a little concern from Dave Aranda about will they be able to get enough pressure on Jackson Arnold to help their secondary out.
I think Auburn needs to get that head start on them to kind of put them into a panic mode so that they kind of get scrambled like that. And then they have to, try to catch up to Auburn. And, you don't want Auburn to be in that backtrack situation. So, it's really going to be kind of the first quarter of the game where you're going to get a good feel of how the team is going to play out.
Well, and I think you and I have talked about this several times. Offense, RPO style, I think Coach Nix, Coach Freeze, Ken Austin are going to have some things designed early for Jackson Arnold to get into the flow of the game, not ask him to do anything that's too risky, some simple throws to kind of get him in the flow of the game that you'll see. And Coach Freeze talked about turnovers yesterday. He said, look, we did not do a very good job of protecting the football last year. And he said, we cannot do that. And early season games, week 1, 2, and 3, a lot of times you see the difference is the team that plays the cleanest game. And it doesn't necessarily always work out that way, but you really don't have everything put in that you want to offensively. And
Right.
You got to be selective because you don't want to overburden everybody and trying to overthink everything. And he said, you got to pick out what you do well, what you feel like you've done well in camp, and you got to ride with that. And that's kind of what he talked about yesterday.
Where do you think Auburn has had the positive and the upper hand in this camp? What group?
Defensively. I mean, it to me, it's a no-brainer. But, again, that's what you want. I think every college program would say they want their defense coming out of camp better than their offense because, again, you heard Coach Freeze a couple of weeks ago talk to us after practice. He said they're throwing new stuff at us every day that we're having to adjust to,
Right.
and we're trying to hone our offense in. They know what we're doing.
Right.
So there's not a lot of change there. He said game to game, you pretty much know what an opposing defense is going to do. He said they may throw 1 or 2 wrinkles in there, but not 13
Right.
in there. So they're working on all types of different blitzes and things in practice. So technically the defense should be ahead. Now, I thought, coming out of the last scrimmage, heard some positive things about the offense, especially in the running game. Faith and you and I were a little bit concerned with what we had been seeing. But, Damari had a good run. Jeremiah had a good run and a good catch. I think Omar had some pretty good runs in the scrimmage. So a little bit better up front by the offensive line, being able to get some space for our guys to run.
Even today with the offensive line and the running back positioning, and of course they were doing some of those walkthrough things, but
Right.
You really hope that at some point you can have that offensive line really just feel comfortable in everything that they're doing. And I think today we saw a little bit of hopefully being able to use the running game to our advantage, but Omar Madsen was
who's in there mixing it up. So how much of him will we see when you look at this depth chart? We kind of all were laughing at that yesterday. Baylor's going to have a hard time scoring on 32 guys on the field. Everybody's in bold over here. When you get your name in bold, you're a projected starter usually. But, again, Coach Freeze addressed that. He said that's how good they feel about this defense and the depth. When you go to the offensive side, the ones that are for certain are your offensive line, left tackles, Xavier Chaplin, left guard is going to be Dylan Wade, center Connor Liu, right tackle, a right guard Jeremiah Wright, and Mason Murphy, the right tackle. Of course, right now they've got Brandon Frazier listed at start tight end, but we did see Preston Howard in there with the ones today on the goal line.
Right.
So I definitely think you'll see a mix of them. And then, of course, they've got Damari listed as the number 1 running back, but there's no question you're going to see Jeremiah Cobb and possibly some Darrell Robinson in there on Friday.
Yeah, we've seen a lot from Jeremiah Cobb just this fall camp and also over the summer and stuff before and after he had his little finger injury. But yeah, I think you're definitely going to be seeing him, and even on the punt returns too,
Right.
might be seeing him and Malcolm switch back and forth.
No doubt about it. And then you got all of the receivers in bold because I wouldn't be shocked if you saw all of them in the game at some
Even
point in
Sam
time.
Turner, were you
Oh,
surprised
yeah.
about that at all?
I'm not really because of the spring that he had.
Right.
And I don't think he's had any drop off in fall camp. I just think that it's obvious Cam Coleman's going to start at that X
Right.
position, but I mean, can he give Cam Coleman a breather? Yeah, he absolutely can. So,
Right.
And do you feel like Cam Coleman's an elite receiver, but Sam Turner can hold his own when he gets in there, no question about it. So we got a lot to talk about here, and we're just getting started here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine, and we appreciate them so very much. We're going to go ahead and take our first break on the show. When we return, we'll have Auburn golfer Caden Pope with us. We're going to be talking some golf. We love golf around these parts for sure. Stay tuned. More of the Auburn Blitz coming up right after this. All right. Hi, Caden. Come on over, brother. I saw him. Yeah, we saw him. Yeah, we did. He can let him shop away over there. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on over, man. We're up live on stream, so you can see there's still people. So everybody's Caden Pope, and we'll be live for TV here in just a minute. And glad to have Caden up here with us. And if you got a comment or anything for Caden, we'll pull that up over here, and I'm sure he'd be glad to answer some questions if you got something that you'd like to throw at him. So,
absolutely.
All right, so Caden, before we get on TV, just kind of tell everybody this is your third season at Auburn, right?
It is. It's going to be my junior year at Auburn, and hopefully we can kind of keep some of the same momentum going we've had the last 2 years and just kind of get the season started here in the next couple of weeks and just keep it going and see how much better we can get each week.
Yeah, talk about, obviously Auburn golf has risen to the top in the country, and, we'll go back over some of this on TV just a minute, but kind of what's the mentality of you guys in this program? Coach Kleiner's been great, but Jeffrey said you're from Kentucky, right? Yes.
Yep, Lexington, Kentucky.
So talk about the mentality of the program, Caden.
I think everybody on the team has a lot of self-belief in what they do and the other guys on the team. We all know if we play well, anybody on the team can compete each and every week. So I think we all have a lot of confidence in ourselves and each other. We all are really close. We got a good group of guys, a lot of connectivity on the team. And I think it just goes back to a lot of hard work and a lot of trust in what we do.
Yeah, you got to have – you and I were kind of talking about it off the air. Golf's different than football and baseball, and, it's a challenge to yourself how much time you want to put in kind of, perfecting your craft and doing what you're doing. I know you want to obviously appease Coach Kleiner, and you know why you're here, but it really boils down to how much do you want to put into it from an individual effort, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I struggled my freshman year. I didn't make the lineup, didn't play as well as I'd like, so obviously knew there were some things to kind of go back and work on in the off season, and tried to do those and take care of those things, and then just kind of tried to stay patient, but at the same time, wanted to see some results that second year, and kind of was glad to see things work out for me and hope and try to contribute for the team. Yeah,
it's gonna be a fun season. We're gonna save some of that for TV and go back through some of this other stuff with Caden, but really appreciate you jumping up here. And again, reminder, if you got some comments you want to throw at us while we're on the air, you can do that. And I'll ask you when you come back, about coming from Kentucky down to Auburn and all that. So we'll go back through all that again for everybody that watches throughout the state on statewide TV. So we appreciate it so much. Got a tournament coming up, in a few weeks?
Yeah, we're leaving. I think the first event starts September 15th and 16th up in Chattanooga at the honors course. So we're all looking forward to kind of getting back out there with guys and getting to compete together. So yeah, we got some work to put in before then, but we're all looking forward to it.
That's awesome, man. We're looking forward to it as well. Got a lot of high expectations as always, and again, that's the kind of program you want to play for.
Absolutely,
it's got high expectations and going to be in the hunt for another national title this year for sure.
100%.
And so we got 30 seconds. I missed that, Ryan, so I'm just going to kind of go off of it, brother. We'll say we got 15. So we'll be back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz live on location here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine in Auburn. So make sure you come out and check them out. Our program brought to you by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Sensa Green. And I'm joined by Caden Pope, Auburn golfer now. Caden, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you coming over to PepperTree Steaks and Wine. You've discovered a new place now in Auburn, right?
Absolutely. This is a great spot. I'm definitely going to have to come back and check all this good stuff they got out.
And it smells good, too. I think they're going to hook us up with some food here in just a little bit.
Perfect.
So it's going to be good. But Caden here, part of the Auburn golf team, glad to have him part of the program. Caden, just kind of tell everybody, I mean, you're going into your third year here. Auburn has really vaulted itself up through Coach Kleiner's leadership as one of the top programs in the country. Obviously, a couple of years ago, won a national championship. You guys were right there in the thick of it again this past year. Fell a little bit short. I know that's disappointing, but you regroup now going into year three. Kind of just tell everybody kind of where you feel like the program is going into the season.
Yeah, I feel like for the returners, those guys that were there last year in Lacoste, it kind of just lights a little bit of fire under, that stings to kind of fall a little bit short. And so it's just a little bit added motivation starting now until May just to kind of get back to there and not let something like that happen again. But, we've got a little bit of a younger team this year. So just looking forward to seeing how, things shape up the early part of the semester. And we're playing in about 2 weeks in Chattanooga at the honors course. So just kind of looking forward to getting back competing with the guys and seeing how things start to shape up early in the season. Yeah,
Jeffrey said that you played with him and Kevin Speaks and Kelly Waldrop a couple years ago at Willow Point. It said you played well enough to help them win Auburn golf back. So that's I know you're thankful. I mean, they're really thanking you on here.
Well, hopefully they're still using it. If not, we'll have to go get another one and win something this year with those guys.
There you go. So there's an invitation, guys. But hey, I wanted to ask you this: of course, the SEC is just brutal in every sport, but man, look at the teams in this conference that you guys have to compete against. I mean, when you go out to nationals, it's the Floridas, the Vanderbilts, the Auburns. I mean, you just can't get away from each other, can you?
No, and it's a kind of a good little early sneak peek for what teams you might see competing up there at Lacoste to come the last couple of rounds. When you play SECs about 3 weeks before, so that's kind of just a good little tune-up with those teams against the stacked competition in the SEC, just to kind of see where the team's at, see, you get to play match play and stroke play, which you play both in NCAA. So that's a really good opportunity to kind of work on both of those parts of the game. And it's just a good little tune-up to see kind of where you're at. And, everybody wants to win the SEC tournament. So it's a good time.
Yeah, and then, last year you guys got postseason play started by being able to host a regional here.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about how important that was. I was able to come out. Faith and I came out and watched you guys some, and just the environment was awesome. So many people came out and watched you guys.
Yeah, that was, for me, the coolest part. I've never played a regional at Auburn or anything like that. Just the Auburn family coming out and supporting. I mean, every time you make a pottery, something goes your way. Obviously, you're just hearing a ton of, good jobs, clapping, things like that. And it really kind of fires you up and gets you going, for sure.
Talk about this roster. Obviously, you're coming back as a junior. You're looked at as one of the leaders on this team. You guys feel like you have the makeup. I know you said you got a younger team, but you still feel like you have the makeup to challenge to try to win a championship.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've got 3 freshmen coming in, and yeah, we do have a younger team, but we definitely don't expect any different results. And we've got a really stacked team with Logan Riley, Jake Albert, and Jack Roberts coming in as freshmen. But I mean, everybody's playing well. We're all gelling really well. We're enjoying everything so far, and we're just kind of all looking forward to kind of putting our heads down and going to work for the next couple months.
Yeah, and for you and the rest of the guys, what does the off season look like for you? What have you guys been doing?
So I mean, over the summer, we've all kind of been playing. I played 5 events over the summer. Took probably 2 weeks off, kind of right after the NCAA to kind of rest, recover, and then get back working on some things. But I mean, we all had our events going, trying to stay sharp because you kind of need to, just because we get right back into the season. There's not a ton of kind of time to get sharp once you get back to school. So it's important to stay sharp and just kind of play some events and get the juices flowing out there.
You know, I've had Coach Kleinert on the show with us a bunch, and very, very gracious to come on when we ask him to be. What is it that he did in recruiting you that said, okay, I'm coming to Auburn to play for this guy?
He just made Auburn feel like just a place you get better at, a place you can call home. The facilities are great. And the more that I've been here, the more I've realized how great the Auburn family is in the town and things like that, and how supportive everybody is. But it just feels like home. I mean, couldn't wait to get back here after the summer. Loved being at home, but it's just something I was really looking forward to getting back and being with the guys, being with the coaching staff, and just being around Auburn.
You guys have a unreal facility to practice at. Kind of talk about that a little bit. We were obviously out there with Brendan last year, did an interview, and was at the AU Club, which your facility is a little bit separate from that, but it's over there in that vicinity. But just kind of talk about, you know, everything's an arms race in college athletics, even down to golf.
Yeah.
Now, it's like who's got the best practice facility, who's got the best, you know, course to play at. And, man, you guys have the best in the country.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of starting with the convenience of it. I mean, we're probably 2, 3, 4 minutes from where everybody's staying just to get to the facility.
Right.
So, you know, you can go there whether you want to stay out there all day or if you've got an hour in between classes just to go hit some putts or hit some chips. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. And then you got the AU Club that's probably 50, 100 yards from our facility. So you can go out there and play some holes. And it's just so convenient, and the facility's so nice and so well kept. And it's just a place you can really get better at.
Yeah, it's hard to see that you can't get better with the facilities that you guys have. To kind of close out this segment, Caden, talk about the season. You guys are going to play some in the fall, obviously, and I think you alluded to that when we were just on streaming. So kind of tell everybody when you get started and then when you roll into the spring.
So we'll get started September 15th up at the Honors Course in Chattanooga, and we're going to close out the fall, I believe, the last week of October in at Southern Hills in Oklahoma.
Okay.
So we got 4 events in kind of that 5-6 week stretch to play to really sharpen the game, you know, kind of get a good feel for the team, see what maybe we need to work on as a team going into the next semester. But we're all looking forward to it and just try to go see what happens out there.
Well, Caden, we're looking forward to it, brother. We really appreciate you taking some time to come over and join us today here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine. I don't have to twist your arm to come back anymore.
Absolutely
if we're here.
Not.
So it's a great place. But Caden, good luck to you, buddy.
Appreciate
good luck
that.
to the team, and we're looking forward to following you. Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and take another break. Stay tuned. More of the Auburn Blitz right after this. All right, brother. Perfect.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Paula, could you come? I think she grabbed a picture of us, but let's see if we can get another one real quick. Faith, can you grab a picture real quick? Just get us right here.
Yeah,
and I'll make sure I get one of you and Coach Williams. So you just want to do it right here?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're looking.
Awesome.
Perfect. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, they should have some.
Yeah, I think they're going to
Yeah.
have something
Yeah.
good for you.
Okay, for sure. So it's good stuff. Awesome, buddy. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, y'all got a great team. So you got a full load this semester of classes and stuff.
I do. But I mean, this is kind of the semester where we don't play from November.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Of course.
You gonna sit here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
We're still up, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Paula always gets the behind the scenes.
No doubt. Ain't no question. Oh, yeah. It's all over. Hey, Coach,
Good, sir.
Rip Richard. Nice to meet you, Corey. Absolutely, yes, sir. Thank you for coming over.
Yeah,
So,
I showed him pictures of Chad before
Okay,
when they
yeah.
had all the meat, the
Yeah.
platter sitting right there. He said, "Oh my
I can't
gosh."
wait to call him and say, man.
look what you did
I
tonight.
said,
what
man,
I'm
he-
doing.
I was said, man, he said,
I know
he
Jeff's
glad
cooking.
you-
He's
glad
back
you
there
called.
Hey, say thanks for, hey, you said, hey, thanks for leaving. Y'all
That's
can
right.
take
That's
this place
exactly
right
right.
here.
What a blessing.
That's awesome. Go ahead and have a seat right
Okay.
there.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Is that yours?
This one's mine,
That's yours,
yes.
okay.
And then
Take mine.
I'll get and then we'll get like a 30-second cue, and then
Yeah.
we'll be back on the TV.
All right, Coach, look right here for me. 3, 1, 2. Got it.
Awesome. But yeah, I guess I'll just start with introducing you, and then you can kind of give your introduction
Yeah.
of, where you were, how long you've been at Auburn, all that good stuff.
Okay. Sounds good.
So,
Sounds good.
of the 30-second.
Yeah, I'll pull
Yeah.
it to you when you're ready.
Yeah.
Gotta look at this. All the roster. We're not even sure.
I like the new setup.
Yes, it's
So
so
much
much
better. More slim and sleek. And
It is perfect. So,
And the quality is almost better.
is it way better?
oh, it is.
So is that what you're gonna bring to the fishing
So
tournament?
it's just that you're just doing it from the time.
It's the way to go. Pristine quality.
And
You
then you
got
can
sick
see.
and it wants a little fuzzy,
That's
but
my
it's
favorite
there
part of
to get
it.
some the food. I understand that.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Ulterior motives, man.
Yeah, I got it.
Man, anything to condense
Did
that
you get it done?
surface down.
Yeah, well,
Russell Dewitt Store and Building Supplies.
Russell do it center and building supply store.
Oh, Russell Dewitt
I
Center
don't
and
know what
Building
you
Supplies Store. I said it backwards.
Yeah, you did.
Russell Dewitt Center and Building
That's
Supplies
That's
Store.
it.
Everybody
Hey,
get
Brett.
it. 1, 2, 3. And I'm sending this to Chad.
Yeah,
I grabbed-
absolutely.
No, won't you get me a picture too, buddy?
I'm gonna let them do the Berkeley show and then I'll jump in there. I'll let them get in there.
It's gonna be a much better show.
No. Oh
We gotta start
God.
uninviting people. All this stuff I get, all this crap I get all the time.
I'm the guy that crashed the farm.
Yeah, you the crasher, all right.
Yeah.
All right, we got 30 seconds.
All right. Cool.
You ever get nervous?
Sometimes.
She don't show it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the key.
That's it.
Try not to.
That's the key.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Auburn Blitz. Right now, I'm here with Coach Williams from the basketball team. Thank you so much for taking time and coming out here with us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Well, good. Okay, why don't you kind of tell everybody where your past has been and then what led you to Auburn?
Okay, well, I first started out at Oral Roberts University. I was there for 8 years. Left there, went to Florida State for 6 years. Left Florida State and became the head coach at Stetson University in DeLand, Florida. Really awesome place, strong academic institution. Left there, went to Arkansas for 2 years, Texas Tech after that for 2 years, and now I'm going on my 3rd year here at Auburn. And so I've been around a long time, and my wife has had to move quite a bit, and we're hoping that we don't have to move anytime soon.
Well, it's her birthday today. So
Absolutely.
happy birthday.
That's right. Happy birthday to my wife, and it's costing me a lot, but she's worth it.
Aw, well, that's sweet. So why don't you kind of tell me about this Auburn team that, you've got one returning player on this team in Tahad Pettiford, and the rest of these guys are new to Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new basketball team that is going to be totally different than the team we had in the past. Tahad being a sophomore, being the veteran, is different. It's different from here for him, but also he's one of those guys that is extremely talented, understands the league, got a great personality. Those guys really respect him, and he can play. And then we have a bunch of new guys some freshmen, some sophomores, and certainly some juniors and seniors. But we feel like we have a faster, quicker ball team than we've had in the past. We were a lot older last year. This team is a little bit younger, but here again, I think athleticism, quickness and speed, and when you have Coach Bruce Pearl as your leader, it puts you in a good position to be successful.
What's it been like working with Coach Pearl?
Well, it's been awesome. He's a family man. He wears his faith on his sleeve. What he says he believes in, and you don't have to worry about any gray area. He shows you who he is, and he loves people. And I think of course, certainly he's been a blessing to the people here at Auburn, our basketball program. But I think he's been an ambassador for this state, and he does it the right way. And certainly, he challenged us as a coaching staff to make sure we rise to that level. And he has high expectations for his basketball program. But not only is that, but he has a high expectation for his coaching staff and his players. And so it's been a blessing for me and my family to be a part of Auburn men basketball, and I've certainly learned a lot.
Now, you've been at a lot of different places.
Yes.
What has felt more homey about Auburn and the community here?
Well, the proximity in terms of where I'm from, Macon, Georgia, and where my wife is from. She also from Macon. Being close to my mom and my dad, being able to see them, and my wife able to see her family, and just the people here are unique in terms of their support for all the programs, not just men's basketball, but all the programs, and you can feel the love. When we get in Neville Arena, we have the best home court advantage in the history of college basketball, and you can feel that. You feel it as a coaching staff, but you certainly feel that as players too as well. And they've said that. So it's just the family atmosphere and the love that people have for your sports here in Auburn is unmatched. And I've been a lot of places, and this certainly is at the top of the pecking order.
Y'all had a great run last year, and moving forward to this year, what have y'all been working on with this new group of guys to hopefully extend that run this upcoming season?
Well, the biggest thing is chemistry. Coach has this breakfast club early in the morning that in the summertime those guys had to eat breakfast together, learn about each other, and and just the camaraderie and the friendship and just learning each other. When you have a bunch of guys that come to a new program, it takes a little time for them to gel. And so we're in the gelling process, that they're figured out what he likes to do, what he doesn't like to do, where he needs the basketball, how to talk to that young man, what motivates him. And so we're in that stage now. But I think that's the excitement of our basketball team, having a new team that we had to go out and really recruit our butt off to get. And now Coach Pearl and our staff have the chore of trying to make sure it all works together.
What have you spent your time this kind of off season doing and getting yourself ready for the season that's coming quick?
You know what? I've been recruiting, and making sure mentally our guys are in the right position. We spend a lot of time talking to our guys, making sure their minds are right. And because in this day and age, these kids have a lot of pressure on them, a lot of stress. They have outside voices that they're hearing from. Just making sure that they're balanced and make sure they understand that they're coming to a place where your head coach is going to love you. He's going to push you. Your associate head coach, he's going to love you. He's going to push you. And you got a staff that's going to embrace who you are and pour it to your life. Coach's motto is to make sure that you might come here as a young man, but we want you to leave here as a young adult. And so we want to make sure we're doing the right things that allow those guys to grow, not just on the basketball court, but outside of basketball. That's why we have community service. We have all these other things that they're involved with. And so that we can broaden their horizon and understand also how blessed you really are. This summer we had some guys go to Honduras and see how other people live versus how we live in the United States of America. And to be grateful, to be humble and hungry.
Well, Coach, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you were able to make it here to PepperTree Steaks and Wine and be able to get some good food and a cake for your wife for
That's
tonight
right.
to celebrate her birthday. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. And, hopefully you'll be back
Absolutely.
at PepperTree Steaks and Wine.
This has been unbelievable. Love what you guys are doing, and I certainly hope you invite me back.
Hey, of course. And we've got some good food that's coming out here in just a little bit.
I love it. I love
we'll
it.
be right back right after this break. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
goodness. I'm so
Yes.
excited to eat some of the food.
You made that easy.
Well, good. Thank
Real
you.
easy.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Some interviews are a little bit more challenging than others, but that was smooth.
Well, good. I'm glad. I like to make them conversational.
That's right.
And make them
That's
very,
exactly right.
personal and nice. So
That's exactly
I'm
right.
glad that, you were able to, you made it easy too on my behalf. So
Yeah, right.
You're good.
He's just back in space.
So you see,
do what?
Is he back after the break?
I think
We got two more
Brett's.
segments,
Yeah, we've
yeah.
got 2 more. I
we
think
got
Brett's
2 more
coming
segments.
back
Yep,
on and.
Coach, thank you so much.
you
Yeah.
know what? That was
Awesome.
You know, appreciate your kids talk, Brett, so much.
Oh my gosh.
I appreciate how you give up. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you already.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, and you front row seats from all time on, okay?
Yeah, we'll take
Well,
you.
you'll definitely see us, this season and be able to hopefully be on the court. And
Yeah, I see you.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, if I didn't have to,
That would be amazing.
They're all gone now.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Hopefully.
Can I make a picture?
Yes.
We're gonna make a picture with Jeff.
Yes. Come on.
big smile, Jeff.
Okay, thank you, bro. Hey, I sent you that, so yeah, I got your number now. Yeah, we'll get you back again. So, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can get something going for her.
Yes.
Because
Great.
It's been a while since we played ball. So
Yeah, well, it's time to do it again.
thank you so
All right, guys, go do one more.
For sure.
One, well, get that.
She's look at Paula
One,
live,
two,
live on stream taking somebody's picture.
Fantastic. And this is Tatum Pope, Jeff, with Auburn. Hey, this is Tatum. Yeah, this is Tatum with Auburn and Salt. They will get these pictures. This is Jeff.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, did you see what Michael Jordan, Wes said?
yeah.
Not every
I
day you
did.
get to interview a teammate of Michael Jordan. That's right. Yes, absolutely. 100% we're live.
No, Justin, I
I mean,
asked
seriously,
him
we
about
are. On
himself.
stream. We never go down during the show.
You know what's great?
Oh yeah. Well, it's pretty obvious. So, did you ask him about Michael Jordan?
No.
Is that what I think it is on the paper?
No.
Well, we can ask
No.
him. Hey, Coach, come here just a second. We're live up here, so we got some people asking some questions.
I'm
Hey,
positive.
we want to know what it was
Not
like
yet.
playing with Michael Jordan. So,
First of all, I did not play with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan played with me. It was like a dream come true. You got to understand. For me, my favorite basketball player was Michael Jordan, and they have an opportunity to play with him. That was unbelievable. I like to tell people I had the best seat in the house. I had the front row seat. I watched him every day, and in my mind, he's the greatest basketball player
without a doubt.
ever.
Tell them that, Coach.
Ever.
Tell them.
And I have that
I
argument.
don't hear all this LeBron
That's
stuff
exactly
out
right.
there. I don't
I
hear all
have
this
that argument
stuff.
with guys on our team all the time. So,
Yeah,
I love
they don't.
that.
They just have no idea.
I have no idea.
So, Coach, thank you so much
Thank
for jumping
y'all.
over. They want me to
Thank
see
you.
Thank
that.
you so much.
Appreciate you so much. Yeah, Justin, get out of here.
MJ, all the way.
Thank
Coach,
you.
thank you. Yeah, all the way. Michael Jordan with the undisputed. Yep, great answer. No doubt.
He was awesome. He's so nice.
Very nice. Very, very nice. I will defend Faith here. She's not a LeBron fan.
Yeah.
So
That actually just hurt my heart.
oh Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Hey,
thank you, buddy.
so
Appreciate it,
much. We
man.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Throw up. Yeah.
I'm dead. What? Oh,
Coming back
we're about
for
to go
break.
on.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Couple segments left on the show today, brought to you by Russell Do It Center and Building Supply Stores, or whatever that was you said a minute ago.
Hey.
I'll be thinking about that when I'm saying that. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and
Sensagreen for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen.
got that one down pat for sure. How good does this smell in here right now?
I keep getting more and more hungry the more food that keeps getting brought out and the more food that he keeps cooking. And so it is not my normal time for me to get hungry yet. And I am.
I mean, it's hard not to get hungry when you smell all this. Hey, for all of you, Faith just interviewed Coach Williams. Obviously, you saw that on the TV side. But during the break, we did clear up some stuff, had some comments coming in. Had several people want to know what it was like for Coach Williams to play with Michael Jordan. He came over, set the record straight.
Michael Jordan played with him.
That's right.
So
it was a great experience for Michael Jordan to be able to play for him, but play with him. No, but he seriously said he had the front row seat every night to watch the best player to ever play the game.
Yeah.
Although Faith has been called a LeBron fan on here now a couple of times.
Gosh.
She's not. I'll defend her on that.
Wrong.
I would not be sitting here with somebody that thought LeBron was better than Michael Jordan. I would not allow myself to do that, first of all, because most of y'all know what's in my game room and how much I love Michael Jordan. Yep, my favorite two athletes of all time are Bo Jackson and Michael Jordan, and there'll never be any two better than them, in my opinion. So, anyway, great to have him and great to have Caden on from Auburn Golf. It's been a great show here at PepperTree Steaks and Wine. And now we'll dive right back into football again. Yep. So we have football coming up on Friday. Yes, on a Friday night. It's a little odd that we do.
Not high school football.
Yeah, well, there'll be high school going on too.
But
not for us. Not for us.
We've got Thursday night high school football.
Yeah, we got a pretty big one Thursday night that we're looking forward to. Excited about that. All right, let's talk about this game and kind of getting everything set up. I know tomorrow really will be us getting down to the nitty gritty. A couple of, basically a travel day on Thursday for Auburn to get out there. So really tomorrow's the last time that they'll get to tweak some stuff and get everything ready to go. All right, I'm just going to ask you, and I hadn't prepped you for this. I'm just going to ask you overall your thoughts on fall camp from top to bottom. Do you think this Auburn football team looks like a team that can be a contender this year? We have talked about it up and down, 4 straight years of a losing season. The Auburn fans are tired of it, frankly. I think the team's tired of it. Coaching staff's ready to see what they can do. Do you feel like this is a team that's built to make a run this year at some type of championship, whether it be a conference championship, a playoff berth, or whatever?
The defenses. And that's where my head's at. Now, this offense is the quarterback position to me is more unproven than the defense is. And that's because we've been saying that, on paper it looks like our defense is so good, but they're technically unproven and they're younger and everything. Right. Where I'm at is I think our quarterback position I have less confidence in than our defense. And with the quarterback being the guy that's controlling everything that's going on, you need to
the little guy that's controlling everything.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking about
you're
a
like
video
PlayStation
game.
over here.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like a video game, who you're.
Yeah, no doubt, running everything.
Right, and you can't have somebody that you're not confident in running the show.
No doubt, and that's been the speculation all throughout camp. Is I think everybody has been wanting us to come on here and go, Jackson Arnold really just burned up the defense. He looked confident in every throw. He looks like he's in midseason form. I think that's the answer everybody's looking for. We haven't been able to give it to him, and nobody's been able to give it to him. And what does that mean? Does that mean that he's going to struggle this year from a confidence standpoint? Does that mean that it's going to be Peyton Thorne 2.0? I hate to say that, but I mean, that's what Auburn fans are anxious about. That's why they're apprehensive. And because you go out and get a guy in the portal that you feel like is your guy, that you go out and get one of the top high school guys in the country, and Deuce Knight, you get a top transfer in Ashton Daniels. And we really haven't seen anybody just explode out of that room. The whole room is very talented. There's no question about that. But for the most part, I think everybody has been waiting for us to come out and say, there is no question this guy can lead Auburn to the next level. And we haven't been able to say that yet. And it doesn't mean we're not going to be able to say it. We've only been able to watch practice and scrimmage, and we know how good our defense is and what he goes against and what every quarterback goes against in practice. How much different will that be game time? We're going to find out in a few days.
Yeah. And again, there's nothing that we can look off of when it comes to this Auburn team, because, I mean, there's just so many different pieces from last year.
Right.
If we could have no turnovers, and
please,
that would just
protect the football.
Yeah, that would just be one step in the right direction of 5 or 6 steps that we need to be taking.
No doubt. No doubt.
Again, I do see the confidence in the receivers and in the defense. The offensive line, it's still sometimes I feel is a little.
They got to prove it too. They've definitely got to prove it too. Dean, I appreciate that. He's got Baylor winning 27-24. Hey, throw your tiebreaker in there, because you know what? You may be the only one that picks Baylor, and you may not need a tiebreaker.
I do think people need to comment on the posts when they are already posted and not live anymore, because the comments go away after the live is over.
After the live is over.
So
there you go. It's a little tidbit of info. Send your tiebreaker in. It's total passing yards for Jackson Arnold. All right, we're going to go ahead and take our final break here for TV. Stay tuned. We're on location at PepperTree Steaks and Wine. You need to be on location at PepperTree Steaks and Wine too. So come check them out. Stay tuned. One final segment right after this.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
It's unbelievable in there.
I'm getting hungry.
I see that. You got to have passing yards for Jackson Arnold added in there. Total passing yards. Text it to me.
You'll win one of these.
That's right.
Yep. So that's going to be.
Okay, so this is one thing we can think about too the next time y'all come. So when the Max Roundtable came and did the radio broadcast, they told people
No.
Yeah, we did that on
I
purpose,
meant-
Justin.
yeah.
We had to do that. We were
Sorry.
having an in-depth conversation over here. Hey, we don't know what they cooked for us yet, but it smells good.
Whatever it is, I'm excited.
So Paula was telling all our secrets, so we had to mute. So no, no, we were
Paula, do
kidding.
you know what they're cooking?
Vicky's cooking steak tips.
Oh, my.
and,
Well, good Lord.
I'm not real sure. He said something about steak tips and something. So I have no idea what they're making.
It smells
It
good.
smells delicious.
It does.
I'm so hungry.
You're never hungry at this time.
I know. I never eat until like later.
Right back. Don't let that.
Thank you, Justin. Yeah, you've been around me long enough with audio issues to know that it can just miraculously just disappear.
Yeah, Justin,
For-
thank you for saying that though, because at some point it is going to be not on purpose.
Yeah.
And- well, I heard steak. And if that's what we're having,
Well, you know Jeff's going to cook up the best. So
I'm so hungry.
all right. Yep. It smells great. Telling you, become billionaires if you could get the smell to travel through the screen to where somebody's watching a show.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
It's a license.
A license.
Smart license.
Did you make that?
You didn't know I could weave and knit. I sat in my living room,
Shh.
crocheted all these little balls and stuff.
I'm so dead. That's so
That's your
funny.
housewarming gift. So we have a mug for you that Kathy
Thank
provided.
you.
So I said, I'm gonna grab that towel. So these are brand new. She just got these.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
So you.
I literally have been needing a tea towel for my new place.
So we have. I can't tell you about the mug, but you're gonna love it. She picked. It's perfect.
Thank you.
She came straight. She couldn't store this.
Oh,
So she
no.
said, I'll bring it next time.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
We had a bottle of wine up that said, "You had me at 10." I was talking with John. So when are you going to invite us over to your place for a big barbecue?
All right, welcome back, everyone. Final segment of the Auburn Blitz here on location at PepperTree Steaks and Wine in Auburn. They do have a location in Montgomery, Alabama. That's their original location. They've been there over 25 years.
When are they going to open one at Lake Martin?
I don't know. It's a good question. There's the lady up there to ask. So it'd be
Gotta
nice
get
to
on
have
that.
one at Lake Martin for sure. So until then, we'll just keep coming here. So
Not far from me.
no,
I'm okay with
yeah,
it.
you're just right up the road from it, so not far at all. But again, thanks for all the comments. I want to thank all of our guests today. You had a great interview with Michael Jordan's teammate, right?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that was great.
Oh my gosh.
And then, of course, Caden was great. So, again, thanks to them. You and I will be heading out to Waco, Texas on Friday morning for the game Friday night. We'll be on live after the game for post-game reaction brought to you by PepperTree Steaks. Why don't you show everybody again?
Yeah, so
what
we've
all we
got a
have.
whole bunch of different
Look at all that.
Yep, of different gift cards, gift certificates,
Right.
different things. So make sure after the show is over that either on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you comment what your score game prediction is. And the tiebreaker this week is Jackson Arnold total yards,
Passing yards.
passing yards,
Not total yards.
not total yards, passing yards. Because along with one of these, you'll be able to get some of our new merch that we just got in.
Yes.
Which is so cute and I'm obsessed with. So we're really looking forward to that and just how fun it's going to be to have each week brought to you by PepperTree.
I mean, and then all it will do, no matter where we are, is remind us of how hungry we are, because
Of how
every
I
time we
can't
say
wait to
that,
get back and stopping in from the airport, come back here to get some
that's
dinner.
a controlled response. See, every time you hear PepperTree, you get hungry. You don't even have to be here to smell it or anything. You just hear the word, and it just triggers your senses to
Every
be hungry.
time.
So
Every time.
they got great wine selection here. Awesome. Everything in here is awesome. Check it
Always.
out. If you like sweets, that table of cakes and pies and stuff.
Coach Williams just bought one and brought it home for his wife for her birthday.
Well, I
today.
mean, it's a pretty good idea.
We had one sitting at my house for, I think it was there for a weekend before
Okay.
it was all gone.
I was going to say it didn't last long.
No.
And then I took a key lime cake home last time we were here, and that thing, you would have thought somebody waved a wand and it disappeared. It wasn't there very long. So, but again, we appreciate all of you out there so much. Just kind of closing out here. I know we've talked a lot about the depth chart. I said it on the show this morning on the podcast with Randy. The part of the defense that I would be concerned about a little bit still is linebackers. It's not because of the talent level. It's because of the experience. I mean, DeMarcus Riddick, primarily a third down linebacker last year. Robert Woodyard didn't play very much at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Elijah Melendez, Xavier Atkins, Bryce Dees, some of those other guys that are brand new, whether they transferred, Caleb Wheatland, whether they're freshmen, whatever. There's just not a lot of experience. Now, you don't question their ability, but what you do question is Baylor with a very experienced offense. Can they get them in some situations where they're confused on coverage and maybe get them out of position for long runs? We heard that happen in the scrimmage a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, this is a veteran team led by a great quarterback in Sawyer Robertson. I'm telling you, you don't sleep on this offense. This offense has a very dynamic back in Bryson Washington. They've got a great room of receivers. They added Kobe Prentice from Alabama to that receiver room, and they've got one of the most experienced offensive lines in the country. So they expect to score points, but I think on the flip side, we expect to score points too on their defense.
Yeah, definitely though with their the injury with their running back.
Prendergrass. Yep.
Yeah, I think Auburn's definitely had to kind of shift and adjust to what they might throw at us
To make up for that.
Yeah,
Yep.
instead of having him in their offense. So we saw that today, like we were talking about, just some
Right.
walkthrough of and scouting of that. So it's finally here.
It is, and we're going to be there in Waco bringing you the action. And, of course, we get there, may do some live pregame stuff as well before we go into the stadium. So kind of gauge how many Auburn fans we feel like's out there has made the trip on Friday, maybe catch up with a few of them. So it'll be interesting to see. All right, we're going to go ahead and exit here for our own TV side. We'll stay up for just a couple minutes here for streaming. But, again, we appreciate all of you so very much for joining us each and every day here on the Auburn Blitz. We'll be back with you same time, same place tomorrow. For Faith, I'm Brett saying we enjoyed it. We hope you did. See you next time.
Paula, what are the Labor Day deals with PepperTree?
Labor
or
Day
specials?
I've got it. I can pull it up.
I was going to say we need to tell everybody.
I've got them. All right, so $159. You get 4 8-ounce fillets, 4 10-ounce New York strips for $160. Really? And then for $59.99, you get a PepperTree burger box, 6 Conecuh burgers, 6 steak burgers. I mean, for $60, you get 12 burgers, and these aren't go to the dadgum grocery store and get some of those that are about that thick. Yeah, these are Conecuh burgers and steak burgers. This is the real deal. So there's your Labor Day specials. Obviously, they got specials that go on all throughout every month. So that's something that you have to look at and go to their website and check that out. Steaksandwine.com. You go check that out, and really, really good stuff. So yes, very, very much.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Thank you. Yep.
There it is. We need to flip
For
the camera around
everyone
if
to
everybody
see.
can't see
No,
it.
I think it is inverted.
It is inverted. It didn't read right.
No, I think online. I think it automatically flips
Okay.
it.
We're good. Perfect.
So, but yeah, we're excited to go out
Hey, if
to
it is.
Waco, Texas.
Yep.
Are we not?
No, I was going to see. Make sure you were right.
Oh,
Not that
I mean,
I'm
I don't
questioning
know
you.
for sure.
Not that I'm
Yeah.
questioning you. So, yes, you're right.
No, we're flying.
No. Jackson Arnold just announced an NIL deal with Dude Wipes. Really?
Jackson
sure
Arnold
did.
just announced his NIL deal with Dude Wipes. I just think there's definitely people are going to be able to make some jokes about that.
Just like when I told you when Coach Freeze made a certain comment at a press conference.
Oh my gosh,
And
and
I-
you're still bringing it up.
Okay, I won't bring it up either.
You
I
have
was
to
just doing a
stop.
comparison. All right, we are going to sign off. So we appreciate everybody
Maybe get
so
some
much,
food.
so much for joining us each and every day here on the Auburn Blitz. We'll be back with you in the morning for a podcast like we are every day at 8 o'clock or 8-ish, somewhere around in there. And then the show at noon. So it'll be Andy and JJ tomorrow. I kept trying to figure out what day of the week it is. Can't figure out what day of the week it is. So, all right, everybody, appreciate it so much. Check out PepperTree Steaks and Wine if you have not subscribed to our channel yet. Shame on you. I don't know why you haven't done that. No, just kidding. Please go do that. It helps us out a lot. And make sure you hit the like button. And again, all of you out there that have done that so far, we appreciate you very, very much. So, all right, we're going to get out of here. Make sure you check out PepperTree Steaks and Wine. We don't have to be here. You can come without us, okay? You don't have to have us be here. So send everybody out
I hope everybody has the best day ever.
and a big old
War Eagle.